Hello and welcome to all of our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Uyi Agmofwebe. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, channel 365 and free-to-air on Nigecomsat. President Tinubu has addressed Nigerians in a nationwide broadcast to mark the nation's 64th independence anniversary. The president stated that the country has experienced a number of challenges but has learned to better manage its differences.
6 years after independence, our country descended into a political crisis that led to a bitter and unavoidable civil war. Since returning from the brink of that darkest moment, we have learned to embrace our diversity and manage our differences better.
Success is recorded by his administration with a promise to roll out more people-oriented initiatives. In a related development, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has reiterated that the security of people remains paramount to his administration, reaffirming his commitment to making decisions that prioritize the welfare of Oyo State residents. Speaking during a state broadcast, October, to mark the nation's 64th independence anniversary, the governor highlighted the importance of strengthening democratic institutions and fostering unity among Nigerians. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has appealed to political leaders across party lines to forge a formidable coalition that would provide Nigerians with a credible opposition capable of steering the nation towards a promising future. He stated this while congratulating Nigerians on the occasion of the nation's 64th independence anniversary, just as he urged a united endeavor to elevate the country to the greatness envisioned by its esteemed founders. Security operatives today mounted several roadblocks on roads leading to Eagle Square in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Commuters and journalists faced difficulties accessing the area due to the roadblocks. Heavy presence of security operatives both inside and outside the facility had also been noticed. Operatives of the Nigeria Police have fired tear gas canisters at Nigerian youth protesting the high cost of living in the country. However, in an effort to disperse the protesters, the operatives of the police resorted to the use of force. The protesters had assembled near the popular Berger roundabout at about 7 a.m., marching towards the Eagle Square. Youths in Benue State have turned out today into carnival to mark Nigeria's independence, showing the ongoing Fearless in October protest. However, stern-looking policemen were stationed at various junctions with the capital city to beef up security. Similarly, some youths in their hundreds had thronged the major streets of the capital city, drumming and dancing. The youths dressed in various cultural attires and danced around the major streets of the capital city. Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Agbo Kefas, today said Nigeria can succeed despite negative forecasts or opinions from other nations. He called on Nigerians to remain hopeful, resilient, and work towards maintaining a culture of excellence. Kefas, in his message to mark Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary, shared on his verified X handle, called on citizens to reflect on the dreams of the nation's founding fathers while working to maintain a culture of excellence. Youths have stormed the streets of Osogbo, Osun State capital, to voice their frustrations over the country's economic challenges. The demonstrators, who were seen carrying placards with different inscriptions, called on President Bola Tinubu to reinstate the fuel subsidy to help ease the rising cost of living, particularly the sharp increase in feed prices. In Lagos, former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, joined the ongoing protest. Sowore, who is one of the key organizers of the protest, arrived at the protest ground at the Ikeja on the bridge at exactly 8:50 a.m. Sowore said the protest was a crucial step towards taking Nigeria to the promised land. Officers of the Nigeria Police Force have shot tear gas of group protesters in Utako Market area of Abuja, that is the nation's capital, as demonstrations against economic hardship continue across the country. The protesters had gathered at the bustling market to strategize on the day's activities when security operatives suppressed them with tear gas, creating chaos in the area. The Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State, Justice Sekete Obot, has inaugurated a 15-member local government election petitions tribunal for the October 5th local government election in the state. The tribunal is made up of 5 members from each of the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Speaking while inaugurating the panel at the CJ's chambers in Uyo, Obot said the constitution of the panel is in fulfillment of Section 43 and 45, subsection 1 of the Akwa Ibom State's Independent Electoral Commission Law 2024 as amended. Let's turn to Imo State now, where Governor Hope Uzodinma has expressed gratitude to God that despite insecurity in some parts of Nigeria, the nation has not experienced full-blown terrorism hike in some African nations. Speaking at the church service ahead of Nigeria's 64th independence, the governor expressed concern over the recent flood disaster in some parts of the country. Global Television's reporter Amarachi Ibe has details for us. Let's turn to other stories for you. In response to the recent cholera outbreak that has claimed over 12 lives and hospitalized 304 others, Adamawa State government has embarked on a large-scale fumigation exercise in Yola and Jimeta towns. Commissioner for Education, Dr. Umar Garba Pella, representing Governor Amadu Fintiri, directed the fumigators to conduct house-to-house disinfection in over 20 wards and extend the exercise to all 20 local government areas. You're watching News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When News Cycle returns, Barcelona's Spain leg end Insta to retire from football at 40. Details of these and more coming right after this short break. Please stay with us. This is Global Television, bringing you live broadcasts of News Cycle with Uyi Agumofwegbe. Thank you so very much for your time with us. Now let's turn to business. The landing cost of petrol has dropped from the 981 naira per litre recorded on September 25, 2024 to 945 naira 63 kobo per litre as of September 27. A data released by the Major Energies Marketers Association of Nigeria indicates that the drop in the landing cost of petrol happened following the appreciation of the naira against the United States dollar. The Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC, says it has strengthened its partnership with the judiciary aimed at enhancing the prosecution of failed banks. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the corporation, Bello Hassan, stated this at the ongoing 19th Abuja International Trade Fair, where he stated that the NDIC's swift response in the case exemplifies its critical role in maintaining financial stability and protecting depositors from the impacts of bank failures. Farmers under the aegis of All Farmers Association of Nigeria have raised the alarm over looming hunger across the country and urged government to intervene urgently to avert crisis. The national president of the association, Kabir Ibrahim, said feed inflation and severe pressures on Nigeria's agricultural system, including low mechanization, difficulty in access to credit, veritable and affordable seed, manageable transportation, insecurity and flooding are driving hunger. Ibrahim warned that unless urgent and focused action is taken to address agriculture and agribusiness challenges, the country could face devastating feed shortages. On the foreign scene, Regional Prosecutor's Office says Russian strike on the center of the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson has killed 7 people. Video published by the region's governor showed debris and broken glass strewn around a market, while several bodies lay on the pavement. Tens of thousands of dock workers have gone on strike indefinitely at the ports across much of the U.S., threatening significant trade and economic disruption ahead of the presidential election and the busy holiday shopping season. Members of the International Longshoremen's Association walked out at 14 major ports along the east and Gulf Coast, halting container traffic from Maine to Texas. The action marks the first such showdown in almost 50 years. On a tragic note, a bus carrying dozens of primary school children has crashed and caught fire just outside the Thai capital, Bangkok. The country's transport minister says 16 children and 3 teachers are reported to have escaped. However, 22 pupils and 3 teachers are still unaccounted for. Officials say they have found 10 bodies on the bus. Reports say a flash flood that swept through a southern city of Iran has killed 15 people, updating an earlier toll of 6 dead. Officials say after finding the last body of Halil River flood incident in Jiroft, a total of 15 are pronounced dead. However, the search and rescue operation had been brought to an end. And now time to bring you some excitement from the world of sports. Former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has plummeted 6 places in the last World Boxing Organization's rankings following his defeat to Daniel Dubois, while Nigeria's Efe Ajagba is the 10th. Joshua, who went into the fight as the #1 and hot favorite, suffered a shocking 5th-round knockout loss to Dubois at Wembley Stadium in front of 95,000 fans. The defeat has seen the British-Nigerian boxer drop from the top spot to 7th place in the rankings. The 34-year-old was knocked down 4 times in 5 rounds before the referee waved off the contest. Cameroonian Football Federation President Samuel Eto'o has been handed a 6-month ban by a FIFA disciplinary committee from attending any international matches involving the Central African country. The former Barcelona and Chelsea striker was sanctioned following breaches of 2 articles of the World Governing Body's disciplinary code. The ban was issued in connection with the Under-20 Women's World Cup last 16 game between Cameroon and Brazil on September 11, which the South Americans won 3-1 after extra time. Barcelona and Spain football legend Andres Iniesta is set to retire from the game at the age of 40. The veteran midfielder has been a free agent for several months after leaving his latest club, Emirates FC Club, and has decided to draw his career to an end. Iniesta is one of the most beloved of Spain's footballers, having scored the winning goal in the 2010 World Cup final, the only goal of the game 4 minutes from the end of extra time to secure a first-ever world title for La Roja. He was also key in their victories at Euro 2008 and 2012. That's both impressive and sterling for Iniesta. And that's a full circle on the news, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. A quick reminder for our viewers that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. You can also find us on free-to-air on Nigecomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using the handle at Global TV NG, as well as other handles now showing on your screen. I am Uyag Mofwebe saying a big thank you to you for watching. Coming up shortly is Randoms.